Season 3, Work Done, Physics in Necrotic World, Episode 44, Sankey Diagrams. Welcome, strangers. So the width of the arrow shows the amount of energy output in each type of energy involved, and the Sankey diagram represents transfer of energy in a particular system. Okay, let's just talk about the imitation game. I think there's a film. Yeah, there is a film. I remember watching this. I watched it twice or 3 times, I think, about Alan Turing, called The Imitation Game. It's a great film. Recommend. Systems almost... Well, I'm not talking about that kind of imitation game. I'm talking about... Well, let me just talk about it. Systems often imitate one another, for the better or worse. Even numbers don't conform to boundaries. The quotation marks perfect type that we have begun to expect. The 128 ASCII character set, like, you know, ASCII, computational thinking, capital ASCII character set, uses 7 bits of a byte to represent characters. It was originally developed for basic computers and printers. Obviously, there wasn't enough for the vast number of languages spoken worldwide. I mean, it's an American character set, sure. Which, you know, there was a meme online like a few years ago, I think. The one where the girl was like, I speak Americanish. Because, you know, it was a parody on English. Because they speak American English, right? Which is just normal English. Australian English, English, American English, it's just English. We're all speaking English. No, that sounds weird. I don't know why I said that, okay. Obviously, there wasn't enough for the vast number of languages spoken worldwide, which was a problem, so extended versions had to be created. Okay, so lesson here is that there always has to be space for more. Because we need more, because we're a growing world, you know. Growing population rapidly, blah, 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 all that geography stuff. I mean, I don't do geography GCSE, I just like geography. I do history instead. Bifurcations, so you know chaos theory, super cool. But Feigenbaum's right, you know, chaos, the subject is named wrongly. Like, chaos isn't really chaotic, in the sense that we popularly, like, think of it. He said that it's a fraud to have the subject named chaos. Very true. Bifurcations mimic, so you know bifurcations of a bifurcation diagram mimic life's branching paths. Systems can imitate each other. Paths can be recreated. Parts of the system can be recreated. Space is repeatedly recreated. You know, the steady states theory, Big Bang theory, all that, but space is still repeatedly created, right? Recreated again and again and again. Angle connections between web links, so these are the nodes, can impact how stable a connection will be, and can then be used to infer how long it'll last. Chaotic systems are particularly important because they're practically the only type of system that exists, as also seen with the iteration count till breakdown step ladder. There's a step ladder in lots of things in mathematics. This is self-similarity. So mimicry, you know, like mimic octopus and all that. You know, I say phase, but my phases are not really phases. They're just a lot of niches that I get interested in. Like Socratic thinking, marine biology, you name it, I probably have had a phase. I say phase, but I still connect it. I still think of it. Still in my head. So mimicry is the very basis, the sole nature of the human condition. In fact, it's ingrained into the very aspects of existence itself. See, that's interesting, because every being is unique morally, but the same in terms of mortality, which can change. Well, I mean, unless you're talking about the Teratopsis doryni, immortal jellyfish, in which it can regenerate. But the thing is, even with regeneration, everything is unique, morally speaking. But the same in terms of mortality. There's still a feedback cycle there, isn't it? One day, that Teratopsis doryni that you really like, will be like eaten by a snapping turtle or something like that. Yeah. And eradicated from existence. Like the meteor that obliterated all the dinosaurs, and the atomic bomb, which actually isn't a very bleak analogy, right? So see, it's ingrained into the very aspect of existence itself. See, that's interesting, because every being is unique morally, but the same in terms of mortality, which can change the variables of the greater system with less than a flick of a simple switch. So how does that make you feel? Everything is decision mathematics. I like Python. Python I can do. I can make systems analysis apps in Python. Python I love. But computational, computer science, all that, I love it, but some of it is... no one uses a Hubble anymore. Like, the computer science specifications, it bores me a bit. I could self-teach myself more, probably, than I could... I don't know, I'm picking A-levels, right, but I don't know. I like maths. Maths I love. Maths I really love. But I'm kind of chaotic with my results. So, I don't know. Maths, further maths, physics. Physics, definitely. I love physics. I like the philosophy aspect of religious studies, but our school doesn't actually do philosophy itself, does it? No, it doesn't. Philosophy I like, but I want to think myself, you know what I mean? Like systemic heterodox thinking. Heterodox can be seen nowhere else. You know what I mean? Like heterodox as in different. Unorthodox. Very different. So heterodox thinking. Yeah. The opposite of orthodox. Yeah. So I'd say the real question is, why do you feel that way? Have a think about it. A system could impersonate another, but never is the other. Like, it never literally embodies the other. Sure, metaphorically, but not physically, correct? Yep. So where does that leave our sentient nodes then? What I think is that humans are sentient nodes within systems. We can influence the system and also be influenced by the system. In my case, vibing to the music would be fitting, but I don't know about you. Do you want to hear the music? I want to hear the music. What do you want? Like, Sankey diagrams show useful energy as the horizontal arrow and wasted energy as the vertically downwards arrows. Generally, thermal and sound is wasted, unless if you're making something that plays music or noise. Music is just noise that's pleasing to your ear, right? In which sound is useful. Or a microwave oven. Remember microwave oven? Not just microwave. Microwaves are not used for microwaves. Microwaves are used for microwave ovens. Or electric kettle, where thermal energy is useful. You have to make sure your arrows aren't overlapping and it's drawn to scale, blah, 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 blah. And you have given all inputs and outputs names, as in, is this electrical energy, or is this chemical energy, or is this any of the other energy that my kind ghoul has helped you with. My kind ghoul could even see necrotic hands every day. That's my energy mnemonic, remember? Yeah? I mean, I don't know. I like the idea of computing A-level, but it's just, I want to explore. I don't want to just be sitting there doing calculations all day. I love programming because I can do what I want. I can connect systems. Like, I can program mind maps and all that. To be fair, I kind of want a website, like a blog, but I don't think I need time for that, and I have GCSEs technically. And a blog and a website would need like HTML. I kind of want to put like all my apps on a website and let people play with it, and have this podcast and have my ideas and connecting things like bricks. I don't know. Or one day I could give a lecture, be a professor. I don't even know. I don't even know. You know what? Sankey diagrams. Yay! Hopefully you got it by now. Yeah? See you next time at Physics in Necrotic World. This is your host, Rimona Christian, R out. Wow, that was a longer episode, wasn't it? Bye.